that this is Martya Loka. This is the place of death. You're born in this world, you're meant to die. Does not matter how powerful you are. So, therefore, Lord Brahma said to Hiranyakashipu, I cannot make you immortal because even I have to die at the end of my Brahma time. So therefore, I give you anything else except immortality. Then he came up with all this idea, not to die inside the house, not to die outside, not to die by man, not to die by deva, not to die in the morning or in the night, not to die by weapons, like all the conditions he made so he could not die. And all that was useless. Because then he became so proud that he tortured his own son, Prahlad Maharaj. And by doing so, by torturing a pure devotee, he lost all the benefits of his austerities. And he ended up being killed by Lord Nishad in his half man, half lion. That is the most amazing thing. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He appeared again as the Supreme Lord, but he came to save Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu was killed by Narasinghadev. He was later killed in another incarnation by Hiranyaksha, by Lord Varahadeva. He was also killed by Lord Krishna. But when he met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then he appeared as Jagai and Madai. And Jagai and Madai, they were actually the same big demons, but they had become associates, negative associates. And when Lord Chaitanya met them, they were saved and they became great devotees. So the history is very long. Hiranyakashipu, he was Jai and Vijay. Together with Jai and Vijay, his brother, they were cursed by the Kumaras to come to the material world. And they were requested, you want to come to this material world 3 times as demon or 7 times as devotees? And they said, no, better 3 times as demon so we can come back home more quickly. So they took this great demoniac power just to show in the history, before God, there's no other power. Nothing else, nobody else can make any opposition to the Supreme Lord. So, yes, we have so many powerful people here. We have atom bombs. We're having wars going on everywhere. One person wants to be the richest man in the world. Another one wants to be the most powerful. Everyone is competing for big position. And they're all laughing stock. All they're going to be ending up squirming, asking for mercy. Why? Because you cannot become anybody important in this material world. The more important you think you are, the more gross, the more arrogant you are. Because we are not big. We are just fractions. But you see, a fraction, like a drop of the ocean, has the same properties as the ocean in such a minute quantity. So in the same, the soul, the jiva souls, they are also minute in proportion of the Supreme Lord. But that minute proportion is big enough that they can become big demons like Hiranyakashipu. That means God can give all the mercy to you. For example, my Guru Deva here, he came as a humble begging monk. He came from India, no money, nobody gave support to him. And he, within 10 years, he took over the entire world and made the whole world chant Hare Krishna. That is unbelievable. There's no history there's no other example in the history of religion that one single orthodox practice of spirituality has been accepted by people from all countries, China, Russia, South America, everywhere, Africa, and really started to practicing bhakti yoga and really making Krishna temples. Even the Britishers, who were the most arrogant colonialists in India, when they went to India with Prabhupada, they offered Dandavat pranams, they built temples, they offered all their food to Krishna. They were completely transformed by the touch of my Guru Deva. So if the demon can become big like Hiranyakashipu, by the grace of the Lord, a devotee can become like a spiritual master like Prabhupada, who actually touched the whole world. And besides that, for those who you don't know, his influence in the world is growing day by day. It's not that what he did 50 years ago was so great. It was great, but it was that type of a thing that will increase and increase and increase and increase. So more and more ISKCON temples are being constructed, more and more books are being distributed in more and more languages, and more people becoming devotees at heart. And they are all helping Srila Prabhupada in one way or another to distribute his message of love. So we can see that if the Lord wants to empower you, he can empower you as a big demon, or he can empower you as a big devotee. Now it is up to you to make your choice what kind of empowerment you want to have. Coming to Germany just to get some money, or coming to Germany to get some power? I don't know. But if you're really lucky, then you come to Srila Prabhupada and ask for his mercy to become a great devotee. And then you will be able to do wonderful things. I know that from my own experience, because Prabhupada sent me to countries where I didn't speak the language. But by his grace, many people came and started chanting Hare Krishna, and now there's beautiful temples in those countries. How is it possible? I had no preparation. I had no previous knowledge of yoga, meditation, or anything. I only knew one thing, my Guru Deva. And my Guru Deva told me, go to Brazil, go to Colombia. I said, okay, if you sent me there, then you must have some business there. So I went there, and in this way, we can see that when Krishna, Parasya Shaktir Vividaya Shruyate, if Krishna wants to empower somebody, that will be done. It doesn't matter who. So if you want to be empowered, for what? For money, for fame, for name, for gain, or for love? What empowerment you are searching for? According to what you aspire for, you will be rewarded. Because God wants to please your desires. But he also has his desires. And his desire is that you become a great devotee. He doesn't want you to become the richest man in the world, or he doesn't want you to become the most powerful warlord, or to become some other big sports or music star. Like I heard the other day of one English pop star. His name was Elton John. And he became so famous that everything he had privately was made of gold. Golden records, golden shoes, golden suits, golden lamps, golden toilet, everything was made of gold. He had so much money, he didn't know what to do except make everything of gold. But what is the use? You will simply live this world and then you will die, and that's the end of the glory story. So please ask Krishna to empower you as a devotee. Then your life will really be perfect and you will not even believe what wonderful things may happen. But don't forget, also Prabhupada was tested. He went through some hardships. It wasn't that he was just pushed a button and then everything fell out from the sky. No, he had to go step by step, chanting in the streets with a pair of kartals, singing the names of God. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then, who became his disciples? The hippies. The hippies became his disciples. Maybe you don't know who are hippies, but they were living in the streets basically. They didn't want to live in the houses of their parents. They wanted to live simply on flower power. And the flower was not the lotus flower, it was the marijuana flower. And they were all going crazy. But by the grace of the name of Krishna, they changed and they became bhaktas of Srila Prabhupada. And then they started spreading Krishna's name all around the world. This is the message which I'm giving to you. Hiranyakashipu became the top asura, but in the end he was also killed. So it was all wasted. All his energy, all his austerity. We are reading about it. We say, wow, he was a powerful yogi. Wow. But what's the use? Now he was killed by Narasinghadev. That was his good luck. And his son, Prahlad Maharaj, was appointed the divine successor. And he was a pure devotee of Krishna. So any questions you have about this? What empowerment you want? Do you believe that Lord Krishna can empower you? Do you really believe that? If yes, you will certainly not stop chanting Hare Krishna, because that is the way that we will be able to be empowered in his service. Any questions?
Not a question, but we do believe, yeah, it's like we do not have to find the God anywhere because our God is like it's all symbolized, yeah, symbolized such a way means like when the child in the womb, yeah, so it's like Matsya avatar because remain in the water, yeah. So then and when the child, the head comes out, it's like a Kurma avatar, so it's like turtle. So he has so much pressure on his body, yeah, it's like to come out in this world. So that's why it's like we say it's like Kurma avatar, you know. And then when the child has get born, it's like Vara avatar because he's total with mud and everything, yeah. And then it's like after that, the first breath comes, and then he shout like the nursing avatar because now the life has started in his body. All the graha, means nakshatra, and all this like starts comes in his body. Yeah. And after that means like comes the Vaman avatar. So he has, so child is grow so fast. He can believe like he can just cover everything by 3 feet. Yeah, all the Brahmand. Yeah, so he has accumulate all the Brahmands in his body, and then means like he goes to the Parsuram avatar, which is uncontrolled energy. He do not know what to do, so he just start making means like killings the demons and everything. Yeah? And after that it comes the Rama avatar. So now it's like whatever the uncontrolled energy accumulate into the the good energy, and then which is like can say like charitra of the of the person. So that's the Rama avatar, and then after that it comes like Krishna avatar. So whatever charitra you have, you perform such kind of karma in your life, yeah. So it's like you do the good, you do the bad, but whatever you do, you doing the karma, and the karma itself is a Krishna. So after that means like we are thinking like, okay, the both Buddha is another avatar of the Narayana. Yeah? And the Buddha means like when you done everything, nothing is remaining in this world to do, yeah. And then you start go into the Varna, yeah. So you can go to the forest and then or the jungle and then praying to the god, yeah. And after that it comes like our Kalki avatar. So Kalki avatar is nothing but is a guy. That's the reality of this world. So it's like you comes on the, it's like in Hinduism, it's like we come, we when the the human get died, then they take it on the soldiers. So it's like 4 people is needed for that. That's the horse of the Kalki. And when the prana goes out of the body, it becomes like the horse mouth. Yeah. So this is what means like it's about it. But in reality, we never came to this world and we never go out of this world. It is just Maya of the Prabhu Sri Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jay, we just started a museum of the Das avatars
Yeah.
in Bogota, Colombia.
Yes.
Very beautiful in our Hindu culture center. With a beautiful original paintings of all the Das avatars as you described so nicely.
Yeah. So this is what is our body is about. Yeah. Like we belongs to the Dasavatar. Started from Dasavatar and ending with the Dasavatar. It's like a round and round and round. It's never ending circle.
Now our job is to become the Dasas and the Devi Dasis, and not to be the rebels in this world trying to imitate.
Yeah.
Any other question? Today is the Indira Ekadasi, so we are very happy you have come to the temple on this special day. And I hope you always come back and help this temple to become very glorious Hindu culture, Vaishnava center. He's one of our old German devotees, for many years serving Krishna in Berlin. Any other question? Commentary? Radhanath. For you. Hare Krishna.
Jai Gurudev. Jai Jai.
Okay, then we finish here.